Hi guys, this is Elena and Leah from We Learn to Share. Welcome to the video of AP Environmental Science. In this video, we're gonna learn about plants biodiversity. Today, we're tackling a serious and pressing issue: extinction rates, types of extinction, and their impact on the world. So let's dive into this critical topic. First, we're going to learn about what extinction rate is. So they refer to a percentage or number of species that go extinct within a certain time frame, like a year. Alarmingly, this rate has risen by about 0.1% and is projected to continue to increase to about 1%. This change might seem small, but it is a huge implication for our plant biodiversity. Now let's break down different types of extinctions to better understand this phenomenon. So we have something that's called a background extinction, which is a historic, continuous, and low-level extinction of species. It's a natural process, but the current rates are far from natural. We have more specifics that's called mass extinction. So this is when many species disappear in a relatively short period of geological time. It's a dramatic loss of biodiversity, and unfortunately, many scientists believe we're currently experiencing the sixth mass extinction. And local extinction occurs when a species vanishes from an area it once inhabited but still exists elsewhere. So it's local. It's not a global problem, right? This often involves the loss of one or more populations of a species, but it's limited to a certain local area. Remember that? We have ecological extinction, which happens when so few members of a species are left that they can no longer play their ecological roles. This diminishes biodiversity and can disrupt ecosystems. And biological extinction means a species has completely disappeared from Earth. So it's an irreversible loss and represents a significant depletion of our Earth's planet's natural capital. So how you can it's important for you to distinguish these four types of extinctions. So if we review, we say that mass extinction is when a lot of species had disappeared in a short period of time. Local is when the issue is just staying local. So it diminished in a local area, but it can still find that species in other parts of the world. Ecological is that you have a few members left, but they cannot, there's so few that they cannot play its ecological roles. And biological one is like it disappeared completely from Earth. You can find it nowhere, and this is irreversible. And we're gonna look at about the concept of endangered species and also threatened species. So it's important to distinguish the two. But let's first look at what is the endangered species. So endangered species are those with so few survivors that the species could soon become extinct over all or most of its natural range. In contrast, threatened species, or in other words, vulnerable species, are different from endangered species because they're still abundant. This is the key difference. So endangered species is already so few, but threatened or vulnerable ones is just threatened, so it still is abundant. However, they're likely to become endangered due to declining numbers in the near future. This is the key difference between endangered species and threatened species or vulnerable species. Sadly, human activities have led to premature extinctions. Premature means that it is happening before its appropriate time or its determined time because of human activities. For example, habitat destruction, invasive species, non-native species, degradation, fragmentation, population growth because too many people consuming too many resources, climate change, pollution, overexploitation. These are significant contributors of premature extinction. Okay, so today we're gonna now look at the quick quiz section. I'm gonna give you some questions, so make sure to pause the video and figure out the answer and come back. So what does the extinction rate measure? So the answer of this would be, yes, B. The percentage or number of species that go extinct within a certain time period, like a year, because this specifically refers to the rate at which species are disappearing from a plant over a defined time period. So it's important that you have this time period defined. And also, what is background extinction? A, B, C, D. The answer is B, the continuous low-level rate of extinctions of species throughout Earth history, right? It's like a natural process that occurs at a relatively steady, though low, rate over geological time. A would be the premature extinction, large number going extinct short geological time period. This would be mass extinction, and D would be local extinction. And this one, the answer would be C, right? This is the local extinction because it is loss of species from a certain area, a specific geographic area, but not the whole world. Next question. Yes, the answer is B. A species still exists, but in such reduced numbers that it can't fulfill its ecological role. Remember, this is why it's called ecological extinction, right? In the case of A, this would be biological extinction. C, this would be either mass extinction, right? And this would be threatened species for D, right? Next question. The answer is B. Endangered species are most or at a risk of extinction than threatened species because they already exist in few numbers. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this one. The answer is D, increased biodiversity, right? Because this actually contributes to ecological health and species survival. Next one would be B, mass extinction, because the current ongoing mass extinction, often referred to as a sixth mass extinction, is largely driven by human activities, including climate change. And the last question we have here, it would be C, a species completely disappear from Earth, right? It means that no longer exists anywhere on the planet, representing an irreversible permanent loss of biodiversity. That's biological extinction. Okay, so this is the references. And thank you for joining me today. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.